It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Good afternoon and welcome into your Daily Community Briefing here live on WBON TV Channel 9. Michael Watkins back with you here on this Tuesday edition. Appreciate you tuning us in. As always, today lots to get to, including an update on the story we've been following that has an updated on the death of an individual in a burning car. We'll have that story for you, as well as a recap of the district tournament games last night. There's vaccination news here locally as well, and we'll give you the numbers of coronavirus cases in Madison and other surrounding counties. Coming up right now on our newscast, brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair. Get your power equipment ready for spring at Bishop Small Engine Repair. Let Bishop's service your mower, located on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We're also brought to you by Mountain Adventures. Get everything you need for your next family meal at Mountain Adventures. They've got all the fruits, vegetables, and locally produced meats located at 68 River Drive in Irvin. And affordable heating and air. For all your heating and air needs, call Brian with Affordable Heating and Air Conditioning at 859-779-0122. In our lead story today, a suspect has been arrested in connection to the death of a man who was found inside a burned car on a Bourbon County farm. In a story we have been following here closely at WBON TV, police said Monday that 34-year-old Cecil Russell has been charged with murder and tampering with physical evidence. He is being held at the Fayette County Detention Center on a $1 million bond in regards to the death of Lazarus Parker, who authorities say was found in the trunk of the burned vehicle inside of a Bourbon County barn. And an update from the Madison County Health Department, COVID-19 vaccination clinic at the Madison County Health Department will take place on March the 19th at 8 a.m. and will last until noon. The location is at the Acton Folk Center at 212 West Jefferson Street in Berea. It's for Phase 1A, 1B, and anyone 60 years of age or older. You must live, work, or go to school in Madison County. For appointments, you can call 859-623-7312 at the extension 223. All vaccinations are by appointment only, and again, this is coming from the Madison County Health Department. If you'd like more information, you can check out their Facebook page, and again, for appointments, call 859-623-7312. Well, U.S. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell announced today Kentucky was awarded over $19 million for substance abuse prevention and treatment efforts and nearly $11 million for mental health services. The federal funding distributed by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration was made available by the bipartisan CARES Act. The coronavirus crisis has exposed serious challenges to mental and behavioral health. While many children have been kept out of the classroom during the pandemic, addiction, depression, and other serious conditions have spiked. I'm proud of our bipartisan relief bill recognize the urgent need for additional resources in Kentucky's effort to address these critical issues, said Senator McConnell. As Senate Republican leader, I will continue delivering the necessary federal funding to help Kentuckians working toward long-term recovery and the courageous families and professionals who support them. Last month, Senator McConnell announced Kentucky received $5.7 million from the December legislation to fight the substance abuse epidemic. The CARES Act delivered $6 million to Kentucky for addiction treatment. In total, the CARES Act made a $13 billion impact in Kentucky for workers, families, small businesses, and healthcare heroes. Well, if you were out and about this weekend, you may have seen truckloads with hundreds of bales of hay escorted by law enforcement on the roadways. These bales were donated by local farmers to help their neighbors in surrounding counties who have experienced great loss due to the flooding. The Madison County Sheriff's Office was one of the agencies that participated in this event, and with more on that story, we turn to Marissa Hempel, who files this report.
The Madison County Sheriff's Office joined with other local agencies to deliver hundreds of bales of hay to farmers that were affected by the flooding. Deputy Michael Stotts has the details.
The Madison County Sheriff's Office received a call from farmers within Madison, Jackson, and Garrett counties who are assisting in the relief efforts of the floods in Estill and Lee counties. We know, trying to get some hay, square bales and round bales to those farmers affected by the flooding.
Stotts continues that the Sheriff's Department was honored to be asked to help as there has been widespread damage and loss due to the floods earlier this month.
Businesses within our community and throughout our state, well, hopefully we're not forgetting about our farmers who lost, homes, equipment. They have their lands damaged, destroyed, as well as the loss of livestock, and we can't forget about them. So that these farmers from our area, with the losses they had, felt that they could donate this hay to help them keep their livestock or whatever it may be, help what they can through the damage, and just something that they felt they could donate that would help in this relief effort.
He adds that there were hundreds of bales that were trucked to neighboring counties and farms.
To what I was told, it looked like there was 525 square bales and 83 round bales of hay that passed through, that we assisted in escorting through Madison County to get to those in Estill and Lee County.
However, it was a joint effort.
Madison County Sheriff's Office, naturally, and it was our pleasure to do so. I know KSP assisted, and Estill County Sheriff's Office, once they got to the Estill County line, assisted with that as well.
Stay tuned as WBON TV and Wallingford broadcasting stations will continue to profile these flood relief efforts by both citizens and local first responders. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Thanks, Marissa. Well, a chemical accident incident response and assistance exercise is scheduled for Wednesday, March 17th on the Bluegrass Army Depot. The Bluegrass Chemical Activity first responders, along with BGAD, Madison County, and other partners in the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program community are slated to participate in this exercise. Periodic exercises help ensure responders are prepared to handle a chemical event by having the right training and expertise to protect lives and properties while making certain the chemical stockpile is safely secured, stored, and monitored. Area residents may hear the Westminster chimes sound as part of the testing for this exercise. Well, KY 2017 in Lee County is closed indefinitely at mile point 5.7 near Waliba due to a break in the pavement. Transportation Cabinet personnel evaluated the break and determined that the road is unsafe for travel. The break extends across both lanes of the highway. It is not known at this time when the repairs will begin, how long they will take, or when the road will be reopened. Motorists can use KY 52 and KY 708 as a detour route. Road closed signs and barricades will be posted on the KY 2017 route, but there will not be a signed detour. Fewer than 50 vehicles per day use this segment of KY 2017, and record flooding across the area also caused other breaks, resulting in road closures on KY 715 in Wolfe County and KY 3237 in Breathitt County. Other existing pavement breaks have worsened after the recent heavy rain and resulting flooding. Drivers should use caution and watch for signs indicating pavement breaks and lane closures. It's now time for our first commercial break. Folks, when we come back, last night on WBON TV, we had live coverage of the 44th District Tournament. We'll recap those two games when we come back on the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting, our newscast here live on WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvine. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvine, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is your outlet for bulk landscaping materials. They have served the community with their huge selection of decorative gravels and bulk mulch for over 16 years. Announcing new for 2021, Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is offering trees and shrubs. They serve landscapers, business owners, and homeowners alike. Add a landscape bed or spruce up your garden with plants and ground covers from Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply. Minutes from Richmond, just off exit 76 in Berea. 102 Spring Circle Drive, 986-2985.
Back here on our newscast on WBON TV Channel 9, brought to you by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue. Let Bluegrass Marble and Granite take care of all your remodels or fabrication needs. We're also brought to you by Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. Davis & Powell Funeral Home has the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis & Powell Funeral Home. And always growing children's resale store in Berea, just down from Berea Ace Hardware in the Strip Mall. Every Tuesday and Thursday, they buy your children's gently worn clothes. Well, last night began the local district tournaments in here in Madison County, and the 44th district tournament. Madison Central and Model squared off in the first round, with Central coming out on top in both games. In the first game of the night, both the Lady Indians and Lady Patriots would come out with slow starts, but Model would take an 8-7 lead into the second quarter. It was in that second quarter when things would turn around for Madison Central. After bringing in some of his younger players, Brad Lovely started to turn up the pressure on Model as his team forced 7 turnovers and outscored them 28-9 in the second quarter, and Central took a 35-17 lead at the half. Model never got back in the game as Central pulled away and never looked back on their way to a 57-43 win, securing themselves a spot in the 44th District Championship game on Friday night. 10 different players would score for Madison Central, led by Brittany Campbell, the 8th grader, who scored 15 points, all of those coming in the second quarter. Bailey Hensley scored 9 and also hauled in 7 rebounds, while Gretchen Hammett added 7. In the nightcap, the same 2 schools, Model and Madison Central, laced them up for a spot in the district championship game on the boys' side. This one got ugly early. Model lost on one of their top scorers on their opening possession as Jackson Perry got a concussion on the opening possession and never seemed to find their rhythm after that. Central scored the first 26 points of the game before Ethan Bailey finally got Model on the board with 1:10 remaining in the first quarter. Model, who just came out of a long quarantine late last week, looked as if they were still trying to shake off the rust as Madison Central was able to build a lead and get some young guys in the game in the second half, and they would go on to win 69-34 to once again secure their spot in the 44th District Championship, a spot they have been in every single year that Alan Feldhouse has been the head coach. Just like in the girls' game, 10 different players got in the scoring column, led by sophomore Jalen Davis's 12 points. Senior Cole Brown added 11 for Central, and Will Harden posted a near double-double with 9 points and 10 rebounds. For Model, Nate Fees went for 12 points and 7 boards, while Ethan Bailey added 9 and Bryson Perry 7 in their final game in a Patriot uniform. Now both the Madison Central boys and girls teams await to see who they will face off in the district championship game on Friday night. Will it be Berea or Madison Southern? Find out tonight as we bring all the live action from Berea Arena, with the girls' game getting started at 5:30 and the boys' game at 8. We'll be live around 20 minutes prior to the start of each game on WBON TV, where you can watch the game live or listen live on 92.5 WEKY and 106.7 The Pinnacle. While this year's St. Patrick's Day celebration may look a little bit different, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet's Office of Highway Safety is joining the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration in reminding motorists that buzzed driving is drunk driving. Over the past 2 years, KYTC reports 34 crashes statewide related to a drunken driver on the St. Patrick's Day holiday, resulting in 14 injuries and 1 death. Impairment begins with 1 drink, said KYTC Secretary Jim Gray. Alcohol not only impairs your driving skills, it hinders your judgment. So don't wait until you've been drinking to find a sober driver. According to the NHTSA, on average, 1 person is killed every 52 minutes in a drunken driving accident in the United States. Last year, more than 15% of deaths on Kentucky roadways were due to a drunken driver. Drivers should also keep an eye out for pedestrians who have had too much to drink. Walking while intoxicated can also be deadly, as lack of attention to their surroundings could put pedestrians at risk of getting hit by a vehicle. To prevent tragedies from occurring, the NHTSA and KYTC recommend the following. Before any festivities begin, plan a way to get home at the end of the night safely. If you're the designated driver, make sure you keep that promise of safety to yourself and your passengers. It can be a long night, but people are counting on you. Even if you only had 1 alcoholic beverage, use a ride booking company, a taxi, call a sober friend or family member, or use public transportation. If you see an impaired driver, safely pull over and contact law enforcement. You may dial the Kentucky State Police toll-free line directly at 1-800-222-5555 or call 911. If you know people who are about to drive or ride while impaired, take their keys and help them make other arrangements to reach their destination safely. Wear a seatbelt. It is the best defense against an impaired driver. Buckling up helps prevent injury and death if involved in a crash. Well, the Rockcastle County Health Department currently has COVID-19 vaccines available. They announced on Tuesday that they will be scheduling appointments for anyone in Phase 1A, 1B, and 1C. To schedule an appointment, contact the Rockcastle County Health Department at 606 888-256-2242. Due to the ongoing COVID-19 response and higher patient volume, there may be wait times and/or less staff available, so the health department asks those waiting to please be patient. Baptist Health has also received their first dose of COVID-19 vaccinations. Current phases at Baptist Health include 1A, which includes healthcare personnel, 1B, which is first responders or anyone age 70 or older, and child care workers, and 1C, which is anyone 60 or older, anyone 16 or older with CDC highest risk COVID-19 conditions, and all essential workers. Current bypasses or current phases by the hospital location include at Baptist Health Corbin, 1A, 1B, 1C, Baptist Health Lexington with 1A, 1B, and 1C, and here in Richmond, the Baptist Health Richmond has phases 1A and 1B. It's now time for our second commercial break here on our newscast. Folks, we appreciate you being with us. When we come back, we'll have a recap of that governor report, and we'll tell you how many counties statewide remain in the red for that current incidence rate. That and more coming your way next on your daily community briefing. We're live on WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is your outlet for bulk landscaping materials. They have served the community with their huge selection of decorative gravels and bulk mulch for over 16 years. Announcing new for 2021, Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is offering trees and shrubs. They serve landscapers, business owners, and homeowners alike. Add a landscape bed or spruce up your garden with plants and ground covers from Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply. Minutes from Richmond, just off exit 76 in Berea. 102 Spring Circle Drive, 986-2985.
Back here on our newscast today, brought to you by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue. Let Bluegrass Marble and Granite take care of all your remodels or fabrication needs. We're also brought to you by Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. They have the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis & Powell Funeral Home, and always growing children's resale store in Berea, just down from Berea Ace Hardware in the Strip Mall. Every Tuesday and Thursday, always growing children's resale store will buy your children's gently worn clothes. Before we look at the statewide map, let's get a recap of the Governor Beshear report with WBON TV's Ron Likens.
The outlook for getting all Kentuckians vaccinated against the coronavirus is looking better each week. Monday's numbers once again show another decline.
Today's COVID report, 396 new cases of COVID-19. Almost all of our hospitalization data is down. 464 Kentuckians in the hospital with COVID, 114 in the ICU, 67 on a ventilator. Our current positivity rate is 3.99%. We're glad that is under 4. It's about the same as our last report. We're now down to only 8 red counties. But we've passed another tough milestone today. We have 23 new deaths, bringing the total toll to date of the pandemic. Over 5,000 Kentuckians lost at 5,005.
That's Governor Andy Beshear. Locally, Madison County reported 9 new cases. Estill County reported 8 new cases of COVID-19. According to the governor, Monday was a special day for a very special reason.
This morning, we marked an important milestone in our war against COVID-19 when we vaccinated the 1 millionth Kentuckian. This is great progress considering the first doses only arrived in our state in mid-December. And to think we are only a year and a couple of weeks into the very first case of a once-in-a-century pandemic, and we have already vaccinated a large portion of our eligible population, and our speed is only picking up. And given this 1 millionth Kentuckian getting vaccinated, we believe that we are going to hit the president's goal of having every adult in Kentucky and across America that wants their shot of hope to get it by the end of May. That is really exciting.
From the Channel 9 newsroom, I'm Ron Likens.
Thanks, Ron. And again, Beshear talking about the 9th week of declining cases, a very big deal there, and the milestone of the 1 millionth Kentuckian receiving the vaccine. As we look at the statewide map and the current incidence rates for Madison, Estill, and other surrounding counties, Madison today only 14 new cases, which brings the total number of active cases to 114. Our current incidence rate today to 12.3. Now, yesterday, our current incidence rate here in Madison County was 11.1. So a slight uptick, but still hanging around in that orange area as we see a 12.3 number in the current incidence rate. Estill County today at 13.2. They also get back into the orange after being in the yellow for a couple of days at 9.1 yesterday. Estill County today at 13.2. Other counties surrounding us here include Jackson County at 16.1. Rockcastle County at 12, Garrett County at 15.4, Jessamine County at 12.4, Fayette County at 12.7, and Clark County at 13.8. The entire state only has 8 counties now in the red for that current incidence rate. Those counties include Lyon County, who once again is way up there at 783. the highest number by far. You could actually take the other 7 counties that are in the red, add them all up, and they still would not get to the number that Land County is at. So Land County right now being hit hard with the coronavirus cases. Butler County at 25.5, Laurel County at 28.7, Knox County at 34.9, Clay County at 33, a couple of counties that we continue to cover here, Powell County at 33.5, and Owsley County at 32.4. Carroll County is also in the red at 34.9. And again, good news there, only 8 counties in the red zone, a lot of counties in that yellow area, so good news. We have 2 counties also in the green, with Union County at 1 and Hickman County at 0. Folks, as we go out throughout this week, don't forget about our high school basketball coverage. Tonight, you can catch the first round of the 56th District Tournament featuring Estill, Powell, Lee, and Owsley County. The girls' first round starting tonight at 5:30 and the second game at 8 o'clock. Those games will be live on 100.7 The Coyote. You can also watch the first round of the 44th District Tournament as Madison Southern and Berea face off. The girls at 5:30, the boys at 8, with the right on the line to face Madison Central in the 44th District Championship game on Friday. Those games will be live here on WBON TV, or listen to them on 106.7 The Pinnacle and 92.5 WEKY. That'll do it for us today. Grindle and Morton will be back here with you again tomorrow, same time and same place at 3 p.m. for your daily community briefing on WBON TV, Channel 9.